Hi. Today's gonna be immediate. Great start. This video is gonna be a different one, or maybe a similar one than one from before. But um, I don't intend to have this video be a very high effort video. In fact, it's really just gonna be me talking, almost like I'm talking over it or something. Not sure. But I mean, really, the main purpose of this video is really just to buy myself some time, so that way I can have more time editing a recent recording of mine that was like 50 minutes rather than my usual 40. Which, sure, 10 minutes is actually not that long of an increase in content to or recording or footage to work through, but maybe at some level I just wanted to just talk or something. I don't know. Obviously, I have no script or anything. I'm just kind of playing a game, and I'm just gonna shut up as soon as I am no longer able to control. Well, what's your name? Diogenes? I forgot. I also don't expect this to be a very high effort video in terms of like editing or anything, because in the same vein that I am buying myself more time to get the next video up, I'm also going to use like the extra time that I get, because it's an entire upload cycle that I'm going to like basically what I'm doing is I'm going to override the upload cycle and post this video in the place of the next video. That way I have more time for the video, and since it's a little bit overkill, or at least in my opinion, I'll actually use that extra time to have some form of, well, not necessarily rest, but you could call it rest, if or a break of sorts, because like I have been in need of to do like other things, because looking back now, I have realized that um damn near every day now I have been thinking about this channel. Wow. As you can see, I'm out of practice, and that's actually quite convenient. I didn't actually plan for that to happen. It's been a while since I've actually played Getting Over It, so, but yeah. I'm not exactly sure why I decided to use Getting Over It as a game to talk over. Markiplier uses a power washing simulator, which I think is actually a much better experience for someone who wants to relax while listening to someone just talk their head off. But me, I kind of don't care. At some level, this game is relaxing to me, as relaxing as a like sort of meditative practice can be. Because like once you get over like a first like initial phase of like frustration that nothing is working or anything, once you get used to the idea that A, you're gonna be out of practice sometimes, and B, it's a process, it kind of, well, it kind of just becomes a meditative practice. Playing this game, even if you're like really rusty or anything, you just kind of, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I'm going to like really edit this video or just leave it as raw footage, which would be an interesting idea. Maybe I'll do like some mild cuts, but like nothing too fancy. Mostly because I am, like, once again, I already said that I'm trying to buy myself time. Which is kind of ironic, seeing as how like I intend to have, like, anytime I play Getting Over It, I intend to like shut up as soon as I win the run, but maybe there's something to think about there. Did I say that right? Maybe there's something to think about. Yeah, maybe there's something to think about in that regard. But yeah, man, I of course I change up my grip and then everything, all hell breaks loose. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much in terms of an upload. I am literally like upload. I mean, there's not much in terms of an update. I guess the update is that I am in fact buying myself more time because I need a little bit of a break as well as like an extra assurance that I'm actually able to like edit the next video to my personal standards, or at least my standards that slowly degrade the more I work on the video. Because like unfortunately, like I do get sick of working on the same video, like oh man. Like over time, my tolerance for the same video just gets worse unless there's like a lot of interesting things that are happening, which like I can try. Like for example, in the like I forgot which one, but like one of the long dark videos, the intro was actually very interesting for me to do because I actually had to go out of my way to learn how to use or how to use a clips, like use a color that's located with a color that's contained within a clip and use that as a mask so that I would be able to play other footage in the shape of that color. Now, if you actually watch those videos, which I wouldn't be surprised because there's only oh my god, I believe there's only one person who's like reliably watching all of my videos. But yeah, if you're like just a random dude, stranger person, and you see this video, I am a hello, hi. I am a wannabe I am a wannabe entertainer that currently is limited by my living situation in terms of how loud and expressive and entertaining I can be. Because well, I mean, not that my friends know that I do this, but if you did ask any of my friends or if you knew me in real life, you would know that I am way more expressive and like somewhat louder. Thing is, I can't really do that in this household because the sleeping thing is like it's whack. It's out of whack. And I'm already here, and I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. It was something about aside from like aside from everything, as you can see, I interrupt. Yes, I do interrupt my thoughts. Maybe I should keep this as raw footage, right? And like, well, raw footage, but like, you know, have me contained in the corner and all that. I'll leave that there, right? But I'll keep it uncut, or at least as uncut as possible because like there's some like startup stuff, like, you know, when I press record, it doesn't actually like record perfectly, so I have to like wait a bit. I'll cut that part out and probably a bit of the ending, but I'll keep it raw because I feel like at some level it'll be cool to compare what what a highly polished version of me is versus what this is. This, well, I'm not sure if it's thoughtful or anything. It could be either thoughtful or someone who doesn't know what they're going to say next. Be anything. Man, I forgot. There was a thought that I had. Oh, and of course I'm trying to buy my time so that way I can smuggle it in, but that's I guess that's just how most things are, right? You almost never get to actually do 100%. Well, looks like that thought will have to wait until next time.